Gary Lineker is once again at the center of a major controversy following a social media post that has prompted widespread backlash and renewed calls for his dismissal from the BBC. The 64-year-old broadcaster, who is preparing to step down as host of Match of the Day, shared, and later deleted, a pro-Palestinian video on Instagram. The post included a cartoon rat alongside footage of Canadian-Palestinian lawyer Diana Buddu criticizing Israel's military actions in Gaza. The inclusion of the rat emoji sparked outrage, particularly from Jewish advocacy groups. The campaign against antisemitism accused Lineker of sharing imagery reminiscent of Nazi propaganda, which often used rats to dehumanize Jewish people. Why does Gary Lineker keep sharing content that caters to Jew haters? The group questioned on X, formerly Twitter. They highlighted that the video not only distorted Zionism, which is the belief in the Jewish right to self-determination, but paired it with an offensive symbol. The Board of Deputies of British Jews also criticized the BBC, claiming they had allowed Lineker's behavior to continue unchecked for too long. They condemned the egregious use of a rat emoji to illustrate Zionists, calling the post deeply offensive. Labour Against Antisemitism co-director Alex Hearn further added that Lineker's posts had grown increasingly extreme, and that using such imagery echoed tactics used by Nazi Germany. Simon Meyerson KC, chair of the Leeds Jewish Representative Council, questioned whether Lineker would have the guts to explain his actions to people like Emily Damari, a former Hamas hostage recently freed after 15 months in captivity. Despite the backlash, Lineker has maintained his stance on speaking out about humanitarian issues, especially the Israel-Gaza conflict. In a recent interview, he said, "What's going on there? The mass murder of thousands of children is probably something we should have an opinion on." He also challenged the BBC's impartiality rules, suggesting they're inconsistently applied, especially in cases outside the UK. This incident follows a 2023 controversy when Lineker compared UK government rhetoric to that of 1930s Germany, prompting his suspension from the BBC. The fallout led to a temporary walkout by BBC Sport colleagues, resulting in a revision of the broadcaster's social media policy. Although Lineker will no longer host Match of the Day after this season, he remains set to front BBC coverage of the FA Cup and the 2026 World Cup. However, with mounting criticism from the public and Jewish organisations, pressure is growing on the BBC to reconsider his continued presence on air.